Hello students, we are discussing here the chapter number 11 of the class 6, and in the last class we had discussed about the shadow, how it will be formed and what are the conditions necessary for the shadow. But in today class we will be discuss about the reflections of the light. That are our third topic of the chapters because the chapter name is light, shadow and the reflections. So here we will be discuss about the reflections of light and what is the meaning of it. So you have to remember that if any object, suppose there are an example of givens, if you will be take a balls and you will be throw it on a wall, so what will becomes, it will be bounced back to us. So the same concept is happen with the light. When we will be fall the light on the shiny surface, so what will be happen, it will be bounced back. So just come back to the light. That process is known as the reflections. And it will be happen only with the shiny surface. So you have to remember that the process of the sending back the light ray which fall on the surface of object, that is called the reflections of the light. Suppose if you will take a mirror here and you will be take a source of light, you can take a candle, you can take a torch here. So when the light ray will be come from this directions and it will be touched with this surface, that are the mirror surface, so it will be just reflect out, it will be bounced back in the directions in the same side of the mirror. So this is known as the reflected light ray, RLR. Okay, reflected light ray, and that are called incident light ray. The meaning of the incident light ray, which are coming towards the surface area. So those light which are coming towards the surface, that will be known the incident light ray, and those will be reflected by the surface, that will be known the reflected light ray. And what will be happens when a surface is the shiny, and why it will be happen, because shiny surface does always allow to reflect the light. So you have to remember that if any object have a polished or the shiny surface, it will be reflect the more light than object having the unpolished or the dull surface. If we will compare the two object which has a shiny surface and another has a dull surface, suppose if you will take a paper here, that is a paper, as you know that paper has a dull surface, and another you will be take a glass here, or you can take as a mirror here. Okay, so mirror has a shiny surface, paper has a dull surface. If you will be try to reflections of the light from this surface, you will be observe mirror will be reflect the more light comparatively the papers. Why? Because paper has not a shiny surface, it does not have is it has not the smooth surface. So that's why the mirror will be reflect the more light comparatively paper. So we will be discuss here in the next topics. So you will be see here the light ray, if these are the mirror, light ray is coming from this directions and they will be reflected in this directions. Okay, so these are reflected ray, these are incident ray. I think you got the meanings. So here we will be talk about the mirror. What are the mirror? As we know that an object which reflect the light very well, that is known the mirror. I think you all have seen mirror is generally made by the glass substance, and there are a coated of an substance. Okay, so that is like the silver coated. So silver's coating or aluminum metals coated on the one side of a glass, it will make into the mirror. If you will take the glass and in the one side you will be coated by the aluminum metals or the silver metal, it will be act as a mirror. You will be see that are the glass, and we just uh, said it, or we can say cord with the any metal surface. Okay, it can be the aluminum or it can be the silver, and the another side it will be the front side, that will be the shiny surface, it will allow to reflect the light. So these are the mirror, and we have seen the mirror is always drawing the straight lines having the large number of the short oblique lines on the one side. So there are large number of the lines will be reflect from there. To understand that, we will be try to understand, we will be take a example. Okay, so you will be understand by seeing this example how the reflections of the light from a mirror differ from the reflection of light from the another object. So same conditions, if I will take a paper here, there if I will take a paper, sorry, there are the paper and there are the mirror. Okay. So in these conditions, I take the two objects and I am comparing the both papers with the mirror. Mirror has a shiny surface and paper has not the shiny surface. It has a dull surface. So when we will be reflect the light, so what will be happen? Suppose this is the light ray which are coming towards the papers, and that is also the light ray which are coming towards the mirror. So what will be happen? Mirror has a shiny surface, it is a smooth surface, there are not any hurdle. So this light ray will be reflect in this same side or in this directions. But in the case of papers, they have a dull surface, they have not the regular pattern, okay, in the surface of papers. So there you will be see some kind of the irregularity. It will be reflect in some in this directions, some light will be reflect in this direction, some light will be reflect in this direction, some light reflect will be in this direction because of the irregularity in the surface. So that's why we see reflections will be occur very clearly or the more in the shiny surface. So I think you got the meanings. The regular reflections of the light can be form an image. So only regular reflection. The regular reflection is here, and there are irregular reflections because it's irregular surface. So only regular reflections will be form the image. Okay. So I think you got the meanings. And here you will be see the sum of the common object having the very smooth surface like the any polished metal object. If you will be take the spoon, any metal surface, so they have a very smooth surface and they have a polished surface, so definitely it will be form a image. I think you can see if you will be take a new spoons, so you can see your image in the spoons. Okay, अगर आपने कोई spoons ले आए नया, तो आप उसके अंदर अपनी इमेज देख सकते हो बिकॉज these metal have a shiny or regular surface. So I think it's clear to you. Now in the next class we will be discuss the image of an object. So I think it's clear. So thank you.